One of the biggest killers for any small business is lack of funding. This is particularly true for real estate investors who have lucrative opportunities at their fingertips but can't hold on to them because they don't have access to the money they need to close the deals. It's a common predicament among small business owners, and financial experts are going on the record to explain why this is happening and what people can do about it.
When the banks crashed in 2008 and the government had to give a bailout, small business owners did not get bailouts. The banks got bailouts, but they still made it difficult for small businesses to get access to funding. And the economy was just paralyzed. Businesses weren't growing and weren't able to leverage due to the shortage of funding.
But using an often underutilized resource is giving many business owners and real estate investors the capital they need to realize their dreams. Business credit accounts are proving to be a safe and practical way for business owners to access up to $250,000 with little to no interest.
Many people have found it difficult getting funding from the banks because the banks are charging really high interest rates and they're only approving for small amounts. So using a business credit account is a great way for an individual or a business that wants to leverage without giving up stake or equity within their company. The best attributes of using this type of funding is that it's unsecured, it's zero interest, often for 6 to 9 to 12 to 18 months, depending on the offer. Your business can use it. It doesn't appear on your personal credit report. Let's say you have a personal credit card. You can only use 35% of the limit. On a $10,000 card, I can only use 35% of that card before it brings my personal scores down. So when I use business funding, I can maximize the entire account, I can use the entire account, and it's at 0%, and it won't bring my personal scores down, not even a little bit.
The use of business credit lines will no doubt continue to grow. Business loan lending, on the contrary, has decreased, while business credit lending has increased because it costs the bank much less time and resources to process those types of requests. So for the consumer, they can access their funds faster and get the loan faster, and for the bank, it saves them a lot of money, so it's a win-win for everyone.
At the forefront of this movement is Fund&Grow, a business credit funding service that's generated over $350 million for businesses in all 50 states since 2008. Applicants are often approved in as little as 12 hours for as much as $250,000 or more at low interest rates for 12 to 18 months, and there are no hidden fees or closing costs. Business credit accounts are unsecured, so no collateral or assets are required to obtain funding. How do they do it? Fund&Grow's CEO, Ari Page, explains the process.
Each client is assigned a personal funding advisor who will tailor the specific credit lines that we're going to apply for to their business. So the first thing the funding advisor does is they go through the positioning process, then we apply for the client, then we follow up to maximize that approval at the highest limit possible, most of the time using 12-month to 18-month 0% offers. Fund&Grow was born out of a successful mortgage company, so we know the ins and outs, we have the industry knowledge, and during the 2008 bank bailouts, what we found was that a lot of clients were, the LTV amount of the loan to value amount was dropping, so we had to come up with this stopgap money. And this is back when in our mortgage days. So we were coming up with this stopgap money using business credit because all of the mortgages that we would get were for business clients. So we would take that money, apply it with their down payment in order to get the mortgage loan. Pretty soon we found out that how we were getting the business credit was much more important than real estate loans because the whole market was crashing. So as real estate loans were going down, business funding was going up. Business funding is actually one of the ways that the banks prefer to loan money out. We took that industry knowledge and we applied it in creating our program because the banks weren't helping small business owners. So our programs have now generated hundreds of millions of dollars for small businesses all across the US. These loans are out there, they're up for grabs. You can Google it. Go ahead and Google 0% business credit cards. They're out there. Now the question is, how do you get approved for the largest amount, the largest credit lines? And how do you do that using the 0% introductory periods, which is of course where we come in, where we do the positioning, the applications, the negotiations. Client just walks away with the credit. In fact, Fund&Grow clients receive the largest credit limit approvals in our entire industry.
So at my company, Morris Invest, we find great rental properties, we rehab them and place tenants in the property. And we have clients all over the world who want a high return and cash flow on their rental properties. But often we find that there are people who don't have the cash to buy their first rental property. They think they have money in their 401k, they may have money in an IRA. That's where Fund&Grow has come in. We've referred so many of our clients to Fund&Grow because it enables them to get cash to buy their first rental property. Where else can you find something you can get 0% interest, and plus it's not even tied to your own personal credit? They're set up through businesses. So for people who are frustrated with being able to get access to the capital they need, this is another great avenue that people just don't think about. It's a game changer.
Through our program, our clients not only receive the credit line, but they also receive education. We teach the importance of how to maintain good personal and business credit so that our clients can maintain the credit for as long as possible at the lowest interest rate possible.
It's our intention and our team's intention to help every single client that walks in the door with us to get hundreds of thousands of dollars of funding to help our families and communities grow by creating thriving, successful businesses.
To learn more about business credit accounts and what Fund&Grow can do for you, visit fundandgrow.com today.